Hi, it's Pris, and I have a word I hadn't shared with you, so I'm going to share it now. And on about April 30th this year, the Lord said to me, there's a technology whereby you can convert magnetism to provide electrical energy. And I had seen a video on how this young man charged his phone using magnets on YouTube. And the word that the Lord said to me to catch my attention was magnetic converters. So that's the title of the word that I'm sharing with you. And then on the 24th of May, which is almost a month later, I was talking to a friend because I was still waiting, expecting him to speak on this. And I was talking to a friend who told me that someone she knows has a friend who took the AZ jab, and the TV turned on, and an AZ commercial as he walked into a restaurant where there was a TV without him turning it on, and something else of his started up without him turning it on. And that seemed to relate to what the Lord said in some way, but I didn't know what he wanted to say yet. And then finally on June 6th, the Lord said this. He said, conventional methods for electricity have not always been the safest, and as the world has grown and grown to accommodate the numbers of people, they have used electricity so much, but electricity as it's being used is not the safest form for human beings. So mankind has found for a long time but not used a safer form due to some people's greed for money. But that is about to change. For some time men have known of alternative ways, but it was not allowed to be brought forth because men have established their own kingdom around the old ways, and changes will be brought forth, however, now to help mankind. Okay, you might remember Kim Clement, the prophet, talked about a new type of energy. I think he called it E. And then in like manner, I, as Lord of the universe, the Lord said, have a plan for establishing my power and authority in the earth for the sake of mankind. I have sought out a people that would do what I want rather than just what they want to do and establish. The cankerworms and palmer worms and some other wormy things have stolen and robbed the truth of my kingdom. But I am loosing my kingdom upon those who will use it correctly to expand my kingdom, and not their own, just like those in the world. I have a generation of warriors that I will convert to magnetic converters. They will restore power to my kingdom and destroy the works of darkness that have stolen truth from my gospel. Excuse me, the Holy Spirit just kind of, wanted to emphasize that. They will, he said, convert whole cities, some of them, and some of them whole nations, to be carriers of my glory and power. There are nations that have kept men and women, boys and girls, from the truth of my existence, and now there will be a reversal in the heavenlies of what has been allowed to grow out of hand in centuries that have passed since the death and resurrection of my Son. But my magnetic converters will have men and women, boys and girls, drawn to them by my Holy Spirit, and they will preach the truth of my gospel, and people will be drawn to them like magnets are drawn together. But the magnetism they have will not be like that of the enemy's deceptive ways. It will be pure and orchestrated by my heavenly armies that accompany them. We know that the enemy's ways are mind control and money, mostly. Children will draw other children, he said, and even adults who will wonder at the light that is in them and the love and friendliness that I have put in them. In a moment, they will be a magnet to draw those who need me in their lives. Children will follow adults, not understanding why they're attracted to them, and adults will follow a child because they are magnetized by my glory in them. They will heal that person of the wickedness that has bound them. Now, as I'm saying this, I'm remembering suddenly, the Lord's causing to bring to my mind, a certain person I knew in the past And she had a daughter who came to a meeting I had, and we were praying for deliverance for someone. And when her daughter just touched them with compassion and prayed silently, demons flew out. So she was like a forerunner of what we're gonna see, is what I'm thinking now. And when those, I'm going to continue with the word, when those that are my magnetic converters are out doing normal everyday things, people will give them things. They'll put money in their hands even, because I have drawn them to do so to build my kingdom. That money may be needed by the next person they meet, so they can eat, or it may be needed to travel somewhere, or to relieve someone's debts. My army will be dependent on me and not their own ideas or opinions how to use it. People will not even understand their own attractiveness to these, my magnetic converters, but they will learn why, because those I will use for this will be like me and see into their hearts and souls. Whoa. And will look to me for what I want to do in that person and for how to bring healing to them. They will speak my words and in my authority because they depend on me for what to say and what to do. Healing and miracles will be normal everyday things. Raising the dead will be common and not rare anymore. For devastation comes on the wings of this hour due to the evil one's devices to try and destroy mankind. Not only does it want to destroy humans made in my image, but to destroy the creation I have made, as you can see around you, I might add. And the Lord said, know that I am not a God of destruction, but Creator God who established the world and all it holds. I will not continue to allow man to destroy and uproot all that I have created. When the time is right, I'll remove my creation and destroy the gods that have corrupted mankind in the world. The great deception is at hand. You must be rooted and grounded in me. You must know the power and authority you have in the name of my Son. Do not be fooled by the mechanisms of man to intimidate and destroy and control. Every person will get the chance to understand who I am. I will tear away the veil that is over the nations. I will tear apart man's plans for subjugation of mankind. I will fight with you in this final battle, so do not be afraid. Understand that I am with you, and I have your back. I am with you and in you, beloveds, so fear not. Speak what I tell you to speak. Do what I tell you to do. I will take care of you and keep you in the palm of my hand through all I have called you to do. So hold on for the ride of your life and be unashamed of the gospel of peace. And he who... I lost my place. And be unashamed of the gospel of peace and he who created it. Bend your ears to my voice daily. Commune with me and I will commune with you and lead you moment to moment, day to day. Great things you'll accomplish if you will not neglect your time with me. I will quench all anxiety and give you great joy in its place that you can laugh at the enemy like I do. God bless you. That's the end of the word.